was just a beggar at a railway station, invisible to the world, forgotten by fate. But a stranger's one sentence hit his soul so hard that he transformed his life and built a business from nothing. This isn't just a story, it's a wake-up call. Because what changed him might just change you. At a crowded railway station in a noisy city, a man sat quietly on the ground, dusty clothes, tired eyes, and a bowl in his hand. He was a beggar, forgotten by the world. Each day he waited for the trains to arrive, hoping for coins, hoping to survive. One ordinary day, while moving from coach to coach, he saw a tall, well-dressed man step out of a train. His watch sparkled, his shoes shone. Clearly, someone rich. The beggar thought, "This man can help me. If I ask him, he won't refuse." He walked up and begged as usual. This time, something unusual happened. The man looked at him, not with pity, but with power in his voice, and said, "You always ask, but have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar blinked, confused. "Sir, I'm a beggar. I have nothing. What can I possibly give?" The man replied, "If you have nothing to give, you have no right to ask. I'm a businessman. I believe in give and take." And just like that, he stepped into the train and left. Those words stayed behind. At night, the beggar couldn't sleep. Maybe he's right. Maybe I don't receive much because I never give anything back. But what can a beggar even offer? For 2 days, he searched for an answer. And then, on the third day, he saw something. Near the station wall, a few wildflowers were blooming. Bright, beautiful, full of life. And something inside him shifted. "I'll give these. I'll give flowers in return for kindness." He picked a few and held them gently. That day, when someone gave him coins, he offered them a flower with a smile. And something magical happened. People smiled back. Some took the flower and placed it in their bags. Others pinned it to their shirts. He was no longer just taking, he was giving. From that day on, every morning, he'd gather fresh flowers and hand them out to anyone who helped him. Soon, more people gave, more smiles, more coins. But when he ran out of flowers, the generosity slowed again. That's when he realized flowers weren't just a gift, they were value. One afternoon, while begging inside a train, he saw the same man, one who had shaken his soul. This time, the beggar approached confidently and said, "Sir, today I have something to give you. Please accept these flowers, and if you wish, something in return." The man smiled, handed him money, and took the flowers. He said, "Beautiful, you've become a businessman, just like me." As the train pulled away, those words hit even deeper. The beggar stepped off the train, looked up at the sky, and shouted with joy, "I'm not a beggar anymore. I'm a businessman." People nearby looked at him and whispered, "Has he lost his mind?" But he hadn't. He had found his mission. 6 months later, two well-dressed men stood on the same platform. One extended his hand. "You remember me?" The other looked puzzled. "I don't think we've met." The first one smiled and said, "We met twice. Once, you refused to give me anything, and the second time, you bought a flower from me." The man's eyes widened. "You're the beggar? What happened?" He replied, "Yes, I was a beggar, until you changed how I saw myself. I started offering flowers, and people began giving in return. I saved money, bought more flowers, and grew from a beggar to a businessman. Today, I run a flower business in 3 cities, all because you taught me. We only receive when we give." We don't grow by waiting. We grow by giving, even when we think we have nothing. A kind word, a smile, a skill, a flower. Giving activates receiving. But more importantly, how you see yourself changes how the world sees you. He was never just a beggar. He just needed someone to awaken the businessman within. If this story moved you even a little, don't forget to hit like, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to The Guiding Light for more inspiring stories like this. Comment below, what is one small thing you can give today? Sometimes life won't hand you what you want until you become someone who gives first. You're more powerful than your circumstances. You're more valuable than your doubts. And your story? It's just getting started. Keep giving, keep growing, and keep shining with the guiding light. See you in the next story.